Okay, so welcome to my new channel. This is Derby City Diecast. Um, I've been in the hobby for a little while. I'm not a pro at it, so I don't know a ton about stuff like that, but been building up inventory for the last 6-7 months to eventually get to a spot of having a nice collection. But I figured these videos would be about just like what today's share was, or what I found or what I ordered, and I'm just gonna go over you know some of the pieces that I've gotten for that day, or I might wait a couple days and then make sure I have enough. But so the way I've been buying here lately is I usually pick up about 4 to 5 on the internet a day, and then on the weekends I'll go around and hit some local shops and see what's out there. But it's not like I have any great super treasure hunts, or honestly, even if I did, I may not know it. So it'd be great if I could get comments on this, putting your all's 2 cents worth in, maybe teaching me a lot as I go over some of these cards. But that's what this channel is going to be about to start. And so, like I said, this is kind of really my first channel. I do have a coin business that I run. That sometimes there's some stuff on here, but I do that mainly on another format, and I buy and sell coins. This is something I got into, and so I just kind of want to go over, each decent haul that I get. And like I said, feel free to tell me what I don't know, or maybe some interesting points about the car. But I have a lot from Hot Wheels, a lot from, just different makers like M2, and just some Johnny Lightnings and just all kinds of stuff. So I just collect the 164s, and you know but we'll start here and just kind of start off on what I've picked up in the last couple of days. So we will start off with the 1969 Shelby GT500. Now I know they make this in a super treasure hunt, which get my hands on one of these days, but sometimes they're just way too expensive, and if I wait around, I found some good deals that I missed out on just barely. But I gather the difference is, the paint and just some cool little things. But this car itself is just sharp. I mean, I've always been a fan of Mustangs and Shelbys. You'll probably see a lot of those in this collection. But yeah, this is the Hot Wheels 69 Shelby GT500. I try to put all of them in these protectors. They go quick and they're not cheap, so that's one expense I wasn't counting on. But yeah, so that's that one. And then the next thing I picked up was a car that I actually had when I was 18 years old, and it is a 77 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. So mine was red back then, but these, I mean, that's just a beautiful car, and I managed to grab that off the internet. Just a really cool piece in my mind. So that is, I kind of collect more of the real cars, not those wild, cars that Hot Wheels does, like just imaginary cars. I try to collect more of what you might see on the streets. So that's how I collect. But there is the 77 Pontiac Trans Am. And then the next thing I picked up was a short card, but I thought it looked pretty decent. And you see a lot of these on the streets, and You know, so it's the Volvo, it's the Volvo 850 Estate, and I mean, I love the rims on this one, and I do love the color, but it's just a good piece to pick up. And so I did grab that one. It's just another one I grabbed. And then, of course, I'm a big fan of trucks. So this is an 87 Chevy C10. And there's obviously a lot of different colors and variations of the truck, but I happened to grab this one. I've tried to grab several different styles and just whatever pops up, but I did grab this one. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, let me know what y'all think of some of the cars that I've kind of gone over, and you know, throw in your tidbits. That would be a huge help. And mainly, like I said, it's just starting out, so it'd be great if you could maybe share this channel. And if not, that's okay too. But it's just something I'm doing for fun, for me. So we'll see as we go. There's that one. So then I grabbed up pieces that were a couple M2s here. This one's the Mustang with the Gulf livery on it. They only made 6,000 pieces of this. There's only 750 of the Chase and then 250 of the Super Chase. But still, only 6,000 pieces. That's pretty cool. So but yeah, I grabbed that as well. And then this is another one that was 6,000 pieces and 750 of the Chase, 250 of the Super Chase. And this is the Dodge with the, you know, Gulf scheme on it. I kind of liked them, so these are still sealed and brand new. But again, just jot down in the comments what you think, or you know, any ideas on this one. But yeah, had to have these. And then this one I bought out of Japan, and I just thought it was really, really cool. And I'm trying to find on here, but basically, yeah, they only made 499 of these, but this is the SRT Hellcat. I still got the plastic on it. I haven't taken it off. It took a while to get here, but man, that thing is sharp. And the fact that there's only 499 of these out there, I think to myself, that's kind of rare, but maybe it's not. You all tell me. But that is a beautiful car. And I actually have one of these in real life, except mine's black. That sits in the garage a lot when it's bad weather, or I maybe get it out once or twice a week. That's actually a lot, but like, it's been sitting for the last month and a half just because we've had some rough weather, but they are a blast to drive. So, but that's a beautiful car. Had to have it. I paid a little bit more for it, but to me it was worth it with only, you know, 499. See if I can show you there, if you can read it. Probably not. I can't get a good read on that. Sorry guys. Yeah, one of 499 says it right there on the tag. But awesome ride, and just Had to have it. Then I grabbed a couple of trucks. And this is the M2 with the Coca-Cola 4x4 basically on the Chevy. Just a really cool piece. I thought so, but yeah. 1993 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 4x4. And then we got twin, but not exactly, but this one is even sharper, if that's a word. This is the dually, the 1973 Chevrolet Cheyenne. It is just really sharp. Hood comes up, but like I said, I don't break any of these out of the casing. I know some of y'all probably don't agree with that, and then maybe the other halves do, but I just like them to be new, you know, and who knows, 4 or 5 years down the road they may be worth a little something, but if not, that's okay too. Still, good looking truck. Goes with the other one real well. And then by chance, from another place, this popped up and I had to grab it. These have always been one of my favorite cars. It's a 1987 Buick Grand National with the Coca-Cola scheme on it. But man, I've been a fan ever since they came out and never could afford one. You know, when they did, and of course it was back then probably one of my dream cars because those things are so wicked. But just a good looking piece. Again, from M2, another Coke. Just very cool to me. Let me know what you think. And then this was an extra that I got from the same guy I got the Grand National from. Didn't even realize it, but kind of glad I did get it. So I have 2 of these. So we'll just put that up. And then for now, I have a ton more, but that's kind of where we'll end the show or video. But yeah, if you stop by to watch the video, let me know what you think. Maybe give me some pointers on what more I can do in the video, or you know, I'd like to hear your all's ideas on how I did, or you know, what you all think, and you know, just in general. Like I said, I'm not a pro at this, but it is something I wanted to try and just kind of put a channel together. So this will be the first video, and hopefully I'll get much better at it as we go. So thanks for checking us out, and again, if you enjoyed the show, subscribe, share it, and if not, that's okay too. Just let me know what I did wrong or how I can do better. But anyway, guys, ladies, appreciate y'all stopping by, and hopefully y'all have a good rest of the week. Enjoy.